Hi, hello everyone. Let me get the stream link quickly and let me tweet that we are going live. Let me get that link. Whoa, where can I find the the live stream link after I go live? Can you guys just copy paste the URL of the live in the chat? That might be the easiest way. Then I would just I prepare the tweet, but I need the link. But I usually copy paste the link before I go live. But now that I'm live, then I don't know how to pick up the link, how to share the live. Yeah, I really need to improve my live stream skills. But if one of you could just share the live stream link, the URL on the chat, so that I can copy paste and put it in my Twitter link. Hi, non-fam. I think you were there in the last stream, if I remember well. This name, Santiago, always. Now, some of the name Santiago and Josia, I think is the name that I remember the best. Can you guys hear me well? Oh, looks like the mic is not. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, should be working. So yeah, if anyone could just share the link, or maybe I can try to pick up from. Let me check. From YouTube Studio, I should have it. Quick. YouTube Studio, and then I will share that. Yeah, we have a lot of things for today. I think we can stay a little bit more than 1 hour. I have a couple of things to break, so that we can see the difference between all our different PLA. So, but let me really get that link so that I can share. We have audio and video, perfect. Give me a few more seconds so that I can share that link. Okay, there you go. So get the shareable link. Okay, let me put that on Twitter. We are live. Looks like we're going to break some stuff. Okay. And it's tweeted. Sorry guys, sorry. I usually get the live stream link before the live, and somehow after I go live, then I don't know how to get that link, so I just went back to the studio. So how are you guys doing? Today is the 24th here in China, Christmas. So we are going to have like our big dinner, family dinner in the evening. But I think most of you should still be the 23rd evening, because I guess it's more time friendly for America. So for today, I have a couple of stuff. I have all of these bar. I don't know if you remember. Merry Christmas, Santiago. Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice evening. I love Christmas because I can eat whatever I want. Christmas for me is the time where you just eat as much as you can with your family, of course. But yeah, I have these. So all of these are all our different materials. So we have PolyTerra PLA, we have PolyTerra PLA Plus, we have PolyLite PLA, PolyLite PLA Pro, PolyMax PLA, we have PolyLite PETG and PolyMax PETG. So we can just, all of them, like last time, we can just break them one by one and explain the behavior on how they break. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we have a couple of new products. We have all the PLA Pro new colors that just arrived in the US. We have more colors on the way as well. So, and then we will talk also about this thing. This is our lightweight. We're going to talk about this one as well. I don't know if you used to play this when you were a kid, but this kind of plane, and then you have like this elastic band that goes here with the handle, and then you just go like this, right? I haven't tried that one yet. I wouldn't be able to try it here because I can show you in the video, but we can talk about the print. We'll talk about the print, and we have some ideas about some new products where we would, in each of our PolyLite lightweight PLA, we would just put like an elastic band and then a small handle, so you're fully equipped as soon as you receive the product to do all of these planes. I'm really wondering if it's working or not, but it should be. It should be. This is from 3z.com. Oh, yeah, I don't know. This is the watermark on the print, so pretty good. Hi, Kathy O'Malley. How are you doing? I'm not sure if I remember this name. Is that the first time you join our weekly stream, our nerdy 3D printing stream? This is a new print from last week as well. This is our PLA CF. Look at these things. I'm not sure if you have seen the tweet I made about the complaint about the layer lines. Like, I mean, I'm serious. Recently, we received a lot of feedback where we cannot see layer lines with our filaments. Well, especially not all of them, of course, but all the carbon fiber. But this is kind of well known that carbon fiber help to hide the layers. But our PolyTerra PLA was the same thing. Our new PLA Pro Silver was the same thing. The Army Green was the same thing. So I'm happy that these filaments come out smooth out of your printer. I guess, how to obtain such results. I mean, let me try to give you I don't know if you can see properly, but I mean, can you even see it's 3D printed? I mean, it is, right? You can see the first layer here, and you can see, well, is it the first layer? Yeah, the first layer here. Why it doesn't focus? Let me. Oh, there you go. You see that? You can barely see the layer lines, right? So this is PLA carbon fiber. I was saying something. Yeah, how to have this. So basically, it comes from mainly the extrusion consistency, right? So if you kind of extrude, that line, and then if the printer, so you send the information to the printer, right? The G code, and then you say you go from point A to point B, and then you are going to extrude a certain amount. And this theoretical amount, if you extrude exactly that, then theoretically, the whole wall would be very, very smooth. So that's the first thing. The first thing is your printer has to, extrude what we ask him. A couple of things can affect this extrusion. The delta between reality and theoretical could come from the filament diameter. So for the slicer, the filament is 1.35. So he will make all his calculation based on 1.35. But let's say the filament goes, I don't know, 1.77 and then 1.72. Then obviously it won't extrude as much as it calculates, or a little bit too much. So that's why it's very important to have a consistent diameter on your on the filament. Some other stuff is the temperature. With the temperature, you will control the viscosity of the filament. So there is how do you call that already? PID, right? So the temperature is never exactly the same, right? It will always have some kind of oscillation between the temperature you want. If it go below a certain temperature, then it will heat up again. If it go too high, then it will stop heating, etc., etc. So that will also affect how much filament will be extruded. There's all of these small factors that makes printing very, very smooth a challenge. Another one, so this is one part, which is, let's say the mechanical part. The other part, which is more the illusion of having a smooth surface. The fact that you have a matte finish makes it very hard to distinguish the layers. Why? Because the light won't reflect that much on the. So if you have something very smooth, then you will see the line very well, because it will, the light will reflect on each layer, which is not the case for matte finish. So that's why PolyTerra PLA, the carbon fiber PLA, the PLA Pro Silver, because of this like sparkle inside, makes it very smooth to print. So, whoa. Great that you're doing well, Kathy. We also have Ben E. Brady that joined us, Hoodie from Texas. First time watching, welcome. We actually have our warehouse and office in Texas. Our US office is in Texas, Missouri City. I've been to our Savannah office, but then we moved to Texas. And since we moved, that was during COVID, so I couldn't go and visit. But I hope one day I will be able to visit our Texas US office. It's great. Haven't tried that one yet. Kathy, I think you're talking about the PLA CF, right? Yeah. You can try. It's I wouldn't say this material is for high mechanical properties, like for your application, but it's mainly because of the surface. So it does provide higher modulus, but the main thing people like is really the surface quality. I mean, it's like it's so smooth. It's barely noticeable, the layer. So you can really print like injection molding like print. So what's the benefit of CFPLA? Yeah, like I said, it provides a higher modulus. So modulus being the stiffness, the rigidity of the pure. It does affect the layer adhesion a little bit depending on how you print. If you print at very high temperature and very slow, then it will barely affect the layer adhesion. But if you print with the similar properties, the similar setting as regular PLA, then you will have weaker layer adhesion. And of course, you need to be equipped on your 3D printer with hardened gears, hardened nozzle. So yeah, it's not something that I would say is like a material that has the CF in order to make it an engineering material for engineering application. If we are talking about like nylon, where we put the CF inside in order to make it better, to perform better, then yes. But for the PLA, I would say is half having more rigidity and a big half, well, it's the same, right? But another half to have that surface finish. Well, sorry, I'm missing up on some messages. Oh, I jumped in slightly late. Josiah, yeah, I was wondering. Santiago came at the beginning and then I was waiting for Josiah. But here you are. So I guess we're going to have the question now. Hi, Sir Will 3D. Welcome to the live stream. Local maker me. Hello. A month ago, you said there was a new filament and a new website. Is that coming today? No, the new website is coming on the 1st of January. So the new year will come with a new website. For the new filaments, I'm not sure if you have seen, but we have a whole bunch of new color for ASA, for PLA Pro. We have one new color for PolyTerra PLA that will come also with the new website, and we have a new affiliate program that is going to come. A very, very complete affiliate program. A lot of new stuff. And we have, yeah, that's good. We have a new, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but we are working on a new product where this is a platform. So if you can try to think about a new product we are doing where a platform is required to put some model and do some stuff. So we are going to actually use 3D printing in order to produce that new product. I'm not sure you can see here, we have a whole bunch. We are manufacturing our own products, basically. So that's called big integration, right? We are producing the raw material, extruding the filament, and then printing our own product. So that's a pretty good integration. I just got my first 2 rolls of Polymaker, and so far really nice stuff from a local maker. Yeah, thank you very much. So what was the filament? I mean, we have 27 different kind of filament, and I count PLA as one kind of filament, but within PLA we have 7 different kind of PLA. The lightweight, the carbon fiber, the silk one, the sparkle one, the glow one, the pro version, the eco-friendly version, in a way that the formula use less bioplastic for the PolyTerra PLA, etc., etc. We are going to see the difference between all of these PLA after. I'm going to break all of this one by one. Then you can see a little bit all of this different behavior. Also, what's the percentage of CF in the carbon fiber PLA and stiffness relative to other Polymaker filament? We will have the TDS, so the CF. The percentage, I don't remember. I think it was 15 or 20%. I need to check this. So this one was on beta testing on Amazon. We retain the percentage that we use for the beta testing because we had very good feedback, but I need to double check on that. For the modulus is the same. I don't have the number in mind. I think it was 140% more than regular PLA. So our regular PLA is already one of the stiffest if you check the Young's modulus, and I think you have 140% increase with that 15 or 20% by weight chopped carbon fiber added. Next one, taking off filter and reinforcement. What could be other possibilities in this regard, like microphenolic spheres or some minerals or other polymer fiber like aramid or UHMWPE? Taking off fillers and reinforcement, what could be other possibility in this? Oh, okay. So you're talking about if we have a matrix, so our polymer, and then if we don't consider fillers or reinforcement, what else could be mixed with that matrix in order to provide a product, right? Like microphenolic, I don't know what that is. Some mineral. So actually, our PolyTerra PLA, that one, is that watermelon? Yeah. Our PolyTerra PLA is actually using a specific. So I cannot tell too much, but what you're saying is has been implemented in this product. So yes, again, I cannot tell too much, but definitely there's other ways to to formulate filaments in order to get different results. Like the PolyTerra has the matte finish, can be sanded very easily, take on the paint very well, doesn't require as much bioplastic because of that additional. Well, it's also called a filler. Yeah, so that's how we did our PolyTerra PLA. I cannot answer very well the rest because I have no idea what are they. So I may need to Google a little bit to increase my my knowledge on this subject. I love the matte filament. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I think we put a lot of effort in, especially that PolyTerra PLA, and we're very, very happy with the results. So I'm happy it can fulfill your expectation. You can talk a little bit more about the application. Well, what are you using this matte filament for? Peach and mint, I'm loving it. Yeah, I also love the pastel series we have in the PolyTerra PLA. We have, okay, let's go. We have banana, we have peach, mint, watermelon, ice, peanut, and I'm missing one. Ice. Did I say ice already? We should have 7 pastel color, and we have one more coming. That was a request from Richard. I don't know if you know Richard. That is Richard Horn, if I remember well. And he is doing this multi-system casing with our PolyTerra PLA, and he really, really wanted one more color in the pastel series, and we are already working on that color. I think that was a great idea, and he also came up with the perfect name. So so we are going to have that additional one in the pastel color. Actually, I always wonder if there is someone that is going to come up with, for the pastel series, the naming theme is edible stuff like watermelon, peach, banana, ice, peanut. It's all the stuff you can eat, right? So I'm wondering if one day I'm going to see on social media someone printing, I don't know, a peach with peach, a banana with banana, ice cube with ice, watermelon slice with watermelon, a couple of peanut with peanut, and take a nice picture. So I'm trying to convince our marketing to do that, a nice picture with all of these pastel color that are printing the actual fruits that they are naming for. So fruit or all the edible stuff. But I think that's going to be quite a great picture. Filament, Polymaker filament just have good layer adhesion, except PolyTerra, but that's my experience, and that's entirely true. the PolyTerra PLA has a very specific compromise between support removal and layer adhesion. So in order to to complete the spectrum, we have PolyLite PLA that has an extreme layer adhesion. We're talking about 70 to 80%. 70% of the strength you have on the XY compared to the Z axis. So you have the XY tensor strength. So the Z tensor strength is 70 to 80% the one of the XY. So that's how we compare layer adhesion. It's like a ratio between XY and Z axis. For PolyTerra PLA, it's less, but the support removal for PolyTerra PLA is much easier than other regular PLA. So that was a compromise. However, if you really like our PolyTerra PLA, but you do want a higher layer adhesion, we have our PolyTerra PLA Plus. So the PLA Plus means we have a different compromise between layer adhesion and support removal. So the PolyTerra PLA Plus will provide much better layer adhesion. However, it will have you will require pliers or tools to remove the support. Still better than regular PLA, but a little bit more challenging than the PolyTerra PLA. Except from that, all our filaments, we try to make sure when designing the formula to keep a very good layer adhesion. Next one, is it okay in a normal brass nozzle? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading all the question late, so I'm not sure which material you're talking about, but most likely you're talking about maybe carbon fiber or any fiber reinforced. So any fiber reinforced material, you will require a harder nozzle, or for one print, one brass nozzle. That's also a solution. I've seen some people, it's funny, I've seen a tweet of someone using our PS6CF, and then he said, this PS6CF just destroyed my brass nozzle. And then I talked a little bit with him, and basically he used to use a different fiber reinforced material, and his technique was to buy a whole bunch of brass nozzle, and then each print he would just quickly, he would print his CF and then change the nozzle. And then what he realized is with ours, he didn't have time to finish the print, and then we would already the filament would already worn down the nozzle. So yeah, that's the first time I hear that different way of printing CF, which is just changing brass nozzle and just going through all of this brass nozzle, which I thought was pretty funny. What about other CF filaments? Yeah, I need to remember what was the topic at that time. What about other CF filament? Are you talking about or maybe I missed something in your last question? What's the percentage of CF in the CF filament and stiffness relative to other Polymaker filament? Oh, other, okay, so other. So the stiffness is, well, the Young's modulus is higher than some of our I think it's higher than PA12 CF if you only consider that. But I would also take in consideration the bending strength. So how much strength it can take before breaking. And for that, I think the PLA CF doesn't have very good performance. But I would need, next time what I'm going to do, because that's the second stream, you are asking me some data and I don't have them. So what I'm going to do is I will try for next year. My resolution is to have all the TDS on the side so that I can read them. But hopefully that won't be too much of an issue next time, because with our new website, we will have all the new TDS. But I promise to have some kind of TDS next to me so that I can answer all the data question. Sorry again, Josia. I should be prepared every time you join the stream. No, it will abrade away and wear out the nozzle. Yeah, by the way, thank you for all the people that helped me to answer the question ahead of time, so that people don't have to wait too long in order to have their question answered. CF Peak. Also, based on the name of the live stream, are there gonna be any giveaways? Yeah, actually, every live stream I prepare a lot of stuff, but just answering all the questions there, I don't have time to do all of that. So let me take a break here. So let me just remember. Okay, so I was here. So let me take a break here. So I wanted to do some kind of game where, I'm going to ask a specific question, and then the first one answering that question in the chat the first one. So I guess maybe some of the internet speed will come in consideration here. But the first one answering the right answer in the chat will receive free spools. So I'm gonna have a bunch of questions during the stream, and then please try to stop me every time, and then ask for a question, and then I will just stop, and then I will look around, and then ask a question, and then the first one that answered will receive a free spool. So you can. So I have the record of all the chat. You can send me. You can just. Let's do like this. You just screenshot, your answer. If you happen to win, you just screenshot that answer. Send it to me at. Send it to support@polymaker.com or on Twitter, social media, wherever you want to reach out to us. I will see that email or that message, and then you can choose the spool you want, and then I will send it free of charge to your home. Okay, so let's go for the first question. Remember, the first one that answered in the chat. So the first question is the following. I have a PolyTerra. So let's take. I have a PolyLite PLA in my hand, and I have a PolyMax PLA in my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna break that PolyLite PLA, and I'm gonna break the same way this PolyMax PLA. So the first question is, which one of them is there one of them that won't break in two halves once I'm gonna bend it all the way? If yes, which one? So you have different answer. You can answer the product name, you can answer no. Okay, so I already have one. Santiago answer PolyMax won't break. Rod also answer PolyMax won't break. There, Sir will answer PolyMax. Kathy answer PolyMax. So let's try. And then, so the first one was from Santiago. Again, I'm going to ask a different question during the stream. Jessica answer PolyLite won't break, and then we can try, because I guess internet speed will also take in consideration. So I will try to ask different questions, and hopefully you guys have a chance to be the first answer. Okay, so let's try to break that PolyLite first and see how it behaves. So you can see that's light PLA, okay, PolyLite PLA. So I'm gonna try to break it. Okay, so I'm bending it. It's becoming a little bit harder, even harder. Okay, so looks like PolyLite PLA was not the answer. Actually, I'm quite surprised that it bent that much. Usually PolyLite PLA would bend a little bit less and then will already break. So infill, it looked like a regular 15% infill. You can see how it breaks here. Okay, so that's for PolyLite PLA. So let's see if PolyMax PLA will break or not. So that's PolyMax PLA. You can see Max PLA in purple. So let's see. We bend more. It's becoming a little bit difficult. We bend a little bit more. It's going very difficult, and now I relax a little bit, and then I go all the way through. No breaking. So actually, if you go the other way, I think it will break. Now I go the other way. Okay, I can feel now. I think it's gonna break. Is that gonna break? Oh no, even the other way. Maybe again. Wow. Okay, I guess it won't break. Oh yeah. I think I'm getting there. Okay, there you go. A little bit of twist, and then we get it. So, so the answer was PolyMax PLA. Very, very tough material. So that's one of the most ductile material in our PLA range. So you can see again a demonstration of what I mean by ductile material, because some of the people may not understand when I say the toughness is very high or the ductility is very high. So I hope that experiment shows a little bit the difference. So congratulations to Santiago for answering the question. So next question. I have the PolyLite PLA Pro, and if you notice, that's a new color in pink. Very nice pink from our PolyLite PLA Pro. So we just witnessed PolyLite PLA breaking, like in a very brittle way, in a very sharp way. Then we just experienced PolyMax PLA breaking, well, not breaking, like let's say yielding, right? Like when you are like necking or this kind of thing. I don't have the vocabulary here, but I don't remember the English name. But how do you think PolyLite PLA Pro will behave? So my question is the same. Is that going to break? Is that going to break, or the same way as PolyLite PLA? Is that going to be the same as PolyMax PLA? Is that going to be in between? What's your answer? So the first one to answer the right answer about how PolyLite PLA Pro is going to behave. So we have Jessica that say PolyLite Pro will not snap. We have Kathy that say that it won't break. Also, we have Timbers that say in between the two, more ductile than PolyLite. I guess PolyLite PLA. Santiago, last time it broke, it will break. Okay, so we have some people that already saw the experiment last time. And Custom 3D Specialist say it won't break. Sir Will 3D say it will break, but with a lot of flex. Okay, so I guess that's a more precise answer. Great. So let's try there. Let's try. So remember, PolyLite PLA broke around here, I guess. I think it was around here, and then it just broke. PolyMax PLA, we all remember, right? It broke. So let's try PolyLite PLA Pro. I'm bending. Well, already I can feel first it's much harder to bend than PolyMax PLA. Already to arrive at this point. Now I continue to break, continue to bend it. Okay, so now I think I'm further than PolyLite PLA already. And then I continue. It's becoming very, very hard. Now I continue. Oh, okay, so I have a half break. You can see on the top here. So I guess if I go one time the other way, I think I'm going to break it. So I go one time the other way, one time the other way. Okay, then I break. So exactly in between PolyMax PLA and PolyLite PLA. So it has very high rigidity with very good toughness as well. So let's see. Let's see the answers. We have Jessica that say it won't snap, not break. Then we have between the two, more ductile than PolyLite. So I guess, to be fair, I would give Timbers the free spools. Jessica, it would not snap. I guess that was not precise enough because PolyMax PLA did not snap for real, but I think PolyLite PLA Pro snapped in when I came back. So, but don't worry, I will have some other questions. But Timbers, I need to record that. So we have one free spool for Santiago and one free spool for Timbers, Santiago and Timbers. Okay, next question. Don't worry, I have a whole bunch of stuff to break. PolyTerra PLA. A lot of people were asking for that one. How do you think this PolyTerra PLA will behave? Okay, first one to answer in the comment. PolyTerra PLA. What's the answer? And let me go back a little bit to see. Okay, so we have a lot of flex. Yeah. For PolyMax PLA. Okay, we start to receive some answer for a PolyTerra PLA. Santiago, oh, please get safety goggles. I'm getting nervous. Yeah, actually, you're right. Especially for PolyLite PLA, I think I should do. I guess I'm doing it like vertically, so should be fine. But if I do that with PolyLite PC or which one else would be quite dangerous? Maybe PolyMax PLA, like a very big one. But yeah, I think you're right. Next time I have some safety goggle there. I promise I will take them. Thank you for your care. Safety first. So let me check if we have some answers here. Won't break. Okay, Santiago, won't break. Jessica, PolyTerra will flex. Rogue, gum shield, it will bend and snap easier. Okay, bend and break, will break, but also almost touch. Okay, and snap. Okay, let's see. Try to be as precise as you can in your answer so that I can, I can easily choose the one that is the most precise. So if you are not the first one, but if you are the one that precisely explain what's going to happen, then I will choose you as the winner. Okay, do you want to have more precise answer before I try to break? I think the first one was from Custom 3D Specialist, I guess. Yeah, maybe mention the name as well so that I know which one of the material you were talking about. Okay, let's try. Are you ready? PolyTerra PLA. Let me show you. Yeah, PolyTerra PLA. Yeah, Terra PLA. Let's go. So I'm starting to bend. Okay, so I realized that it's quite easy to bend. It's easier than PolyMax PLA to bend. Now I start to have resistance. But I'm already above PolyLite PLA point. Then I continue. It's quite easy. To be honest, I don't put so much force. And then, well, nothing happened. You see, it didn't break. Nothing happened. Okay, let me try to go the other way. I tried to go the other way. It's quite easy. I mean, to be honest, I'm not putting that much force. Oh, I can hear some crack, but nothing happened. I can hear some crack and I can see some cracks here. I will try to go back the other way. Yeah, I'm really not putting any force. I mean, it behaves similar to PolyMax PLA, but it's just that I'm not putting any force. And then I can just go back and forth. Yeah, I mean, okay, let me twist. Okay, you can see layer adhesion here is failing. I twist again. I twist. Now I pull. Okay, there you go. So very, very interesting failure, right? I'm not sure I have seen any of this. In the answer, won't break. Well, Santiago said won't break. Flex, Jessica, bend and snap easier, bend and break, will break, bend and touch the end. Destructive tests are fun. Yeah, definitely. I love doing that. So a lot of flex and if any splinter. Sorry, I don't know what splinter mean. I need to check that. If you have the French translation, that would be great. Otherwise, I will check the definition. But definitely, you can see, how the layer adhesion failed. You see, very interesting failure. Yeah, I don't know how to focus with that, but let me try to take it apart. If I take that, you see that string here? You see? I can open. Let me try that with PolyMax PLA. Yeah, no, that's PolyLite PLA. PolyMax PLA. What? PolyMax PLA is impossible. I cannot even get my nail into that. So I guess what we can conclude here is that PolyTerra PLA has a lot of flex without as much resistance as PolyMax PLA, and will fail at the layers as well as the XY. But yeah, very interesting failure behavior. So we will give that to. I guess it was kind of flexed, right? It just flexed back and forth. So I will give that to I think the first one. Santiago won't break. I kind of make it break, right? But let's give that to Jessica Ryan. That was who was the second one to answer that it would be flex, very flex. So I guess that was it. So let me record that. Jessica Ryan, Jessica, Ryan, one free spool for you. Okay, we still have 3 to break. So let's go to the next one. Let me check. Rug, Eclat. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Rug. The end of splintered, that layer adhesion failure caused splintering. Lechard. Oh, okay. So what you mean is I think I get like there's a lot of different stuff. Like it's like when you break wood, right? When you break wood, then you have all of this, half fibers, and then they all have different size, this kind of thing. So if that was your meaning, if the French translation is right, then yes, definitely. That's exactly. I think that's a great definition of what happened. Thank you for that word, splinter. I will remember that to define the failure behavior of PolyTerra PLA. Thank you, Rog. Is that Rog? Yeah, Rog. Rog Gum Shield. Thank you for the translation. That it's very helpful. Then I don't have to go and check the definition. Rog Gum Shield. Small micro fractures from overflexing cause this. Find it with a lot of mats. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing your experience. That's exactly what happened with PolyTerra PLA. Good choice on Jessica. Yeah. I think she was the first one that defined the best. Thank you for the free filament. How do I get my details to you? Yeah, anywhere. Twitter, Facebook, support@polymaker.com, Instagram, my personal email, which let me share with you. You can, or you can just all send me to my personal email. So it's this one, nicolas.togotu@polymaker.com. So you can send me your information. I have your name here, so I will just you can just send me what spool you want. You have to send me the material, like PolyTerra PLA, PolyLite PLA, PolyLite PLA Pro, the color, and the diameter, 1.35 or 2.85. You can go on our website or Amazon US to see what's available. And then if we have inventory, I will ship it right away. If not, I will let you know if you want to change or if you want to wait. Usually we have new inventory every week, so you won't wait that long. Okay, so next one is PolyTerra PLA Plus. So how do you think this one will behave? Okay, go. Let me know in the chat. Will it be, try to be as precise as you can. We talked about better layer adhesion between PolyTerra PLA and PolyTerra PLA Plus. So how do you think? Brian Barlow said no break. Okay, so does that mean even if I keep doing like this, it won't break? Or is that no break meaning similar to PolyTerra PLA? Santiago, similar to PolyTerra, but no delamination. Okay, that's a little bit more precise. Brian, bend back and forth many times. Okay. Sir Will 3D, it will snap. Okay, now we have two very different answers on how this PolyTerra PLA Plus is going to behave. We have your name will be easy to remember. I'm Nicolas too. Oh, okay. Non-fan, Nicolas. Yeah, I think Nicolas is Santa Claus is come from a Nicolas story, right? So I mean, it's a half common name, I would say. Maybe not as much as like James or this kind of thing, but Nicolas, whatever the background, the nationality, like it's quite popular in France. I don't know where you're based in the US. I don't know if Nicolas, because in France it's pronounced Nicolas, right? But I think in the US it's pronounced Nicolas, or something like this. It will break easily like the PolyLite PLA. Okay, interesting. So Timbers is a little bit on the Sir Wheel side. They will have Rod Gum Shield snap under 3 bend. Okay, that's very precise. If it exactly snap under 3 bend, then you have 1 free spool. It will snap just a bit easier, but need more force. Okay, so in one go it will snap, right? Okay, do we have more answers? So will 3D. you need a nice grid of each 3D type with all of the characteristics compared, showing breakability and things like that. Yeah, we are working on it. We do have all our TDS, and we have nice graph where you can compare the different Young's modulus, the impact strengths. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because a lot of material on paper that they maybe they don't look that good compared to other, but in the experiments they behave in a very interesting way. So I don't want people to only stare at the TDS and just say, okay, this one is higher than this one, so that's it, it's better. TDS is useful, yes, but I think TDS is based on standard test. And standard test is meant to represent as well as they can how the material will behave in reality. But in reality, you never put the material under the same stress that as the lab. But just taking some material and just breaking some stuff, that's how we really know how they behave in reality. Even though you may have different dimension, different stuff, but at least you can start to see in reality how it behaves. Another way is a lot of people see the TDS, but maybe they don't see what's behind. What does impact strength means? What's the sharpening impact strength? What's the 12 kilojoule per square centimeters? What does it mean? And I hope that breaking stuff in front of you, then you kind of get a better idea of, oh, okay, this material behave like this, then this material behave like this. So that's more how I'm thinking of doing all of this stuff. I hope to have more stuff to break. We can drop some stuff. We can, the goal of this weekly stream is to understand more about materials. From me explaining to you how material behave and whatever I know about the material, but also it's also about learning together. Learning about our materials together and then share to other in the community. Okay, so I hope more people has answered. So we have text several bands to snap. Hello, I missed the beginning. Cole Logan, yeah, you missed a lot of free spool. So so basically we are breaking some stuff, and if you can predict how it will break, then you will receive a free spool. We already have 3 or 4 free spools given away already. I live in Quebec, French speaking, non-fam. Oh, okay, great. Do you speak a little bit of French then? Do you test in heat and cold? It's amazing how different they perform in both. Yeah, definitely. I will have to find ways like I have an oven just here. I can like heat up something and then take it very quickly and just try to break it. Or I don't have a fridge or a freezer. Oh, we do have a freezer there. So I can put one in the oven, one in the freezer, and then quickly take them and just break them in front of you. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I will take safety gloves, I promise. Okay. Do strip 100% infill? No, I think they are 15 or 20% infill. You can see, where can you see the best? Yeah, you can see here. Can you see? You see it's hollow. I mean, you can see a little bit of infill inside. So it's there is 2 shell. There is 1, 2, 3 or 4 top and bottom layer, and I guess 15% infill, and the infill pattern is hexagonal. That honeycomb shape. That's the infill. Okay, so let's break. PolyTerra PLA Plus. Just came back, have no idea what this is about. Breaking some stuff and trying to define how it will break. Okay, PolyTerra PLA Plus, let's go. Starting to bend. Okay, so it's as easy to bend as PolyTerra PLA at the beginning, but now it starts to be much harder than PolyTerra PLA. I can feel. I'm bending more. Now it feels a little bit like PolyMax PLA. Bending more, bending all the way. I think it's gonna go all the way. Okay, it went all the way, and there is less failure, less white stress, stress mark than the PolyTerra PLA. So now I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go the other way. Yeah, it's very hard. It's quite hard. Not as hard as PLA Pro. Oh, okay. Now I can see it's becoming easier. So I think it failed somewhere. It's becoming much easier. So it failed somewhere, but I barely see cracks. Now I'm going to come back the other way. Come back the other way. The third time. Okay, no break. Not even like a, it's just white. There's no holes or like fracture or something. Okay, fourth time I go back. Okay, now I can see the first. You see the layers? There is a layer crack just at the bending point. There I go back. No breaking. I come back. Go back. Well, I can feel that will take a while. I can feel it. So let me twist. I'm twisting them. Well, I cannot twist. Yeah, it's very, very hard to twist. It's not like PolyTerra PLA. It's it's very, 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 very hard. I don't know if you can see, but it's crazy. Let me try the other way. But I see layer failure. It's much, much harder than PolyTerra PLA. Let me try to go the other way now. Okay, I bend the other way. I mean, it's breaking all over the place. It's splintering like a rock, like Rock said. It's splinter, much more than PolyTerra PLA. And then I twist, I mean, it's breaking all the way to here, but I still cannot break it. You see, it's breaking all over the place. Okay, look how it breaks the layer, and then I keep spinning. I twist it. Well, at this point, I don't know what to do, because I feel I cannot put some tensile strength. It won't break. But let me spin the other way. Let me twist it the other way. But I mean, at this point, it's not a print anymore. It's like a. Let me go back and twist. Oh, I think I get it. Okay, there you go. So I guess that's the definition of splinter, right? Look at that. I don't think I've seen anyone predicting that one. Okay, let me check. So we had it will snap under 3 breaks. It will break easily like PolyLite PLA, bend back and forth many times. Similar to PolyTerra, but no delamination. So Santiago, there is delamination. It took much more, but at some point you see how it broke. You see there is delamination. So I guess, I mean, I think nobody expected that. I didn't expected that. But I don't think some of you. But I will go for which one? Take several to snap. I need. So let's say Brian Barlow. You were the first one that say no break, and after you say bend back and forth many times. I guess that was the most precise. I mean, we can call this a no break, right? I mean, it took me what? Took me 1 minute and a half just to get to break that stuff. So let's go for Brian Barlow. Let me record that. Brian. Bartslow. Okay, free spool for you. Merry Christmas. So, yeah, you can see PolyTerra PLA. You see? Well, I mean, I broke it this way, but it was a little bit like this. And PolyTerra PLA Plus. So they are very different. They are similar in a way that they splinter, but they are different in a way that one took like a twist and pull to get it to break compared to PolyTerra PLA. Okay, let me read your comment about what just happened. Just came back, blah, blah, blah. Also, okay, Josiah is starting again with all the questions. Let me get back after we finish. We still have 2 to break, and we still have some spools to give away. Layer adhesion. I might try PolyTerra PLA Plus as an alternative to PolyMax PLA. That's cheaper, or try PolyLite PLA Pro. Yeah, I mean, now you see how they all behave. Now you can try to see which one is the best for your application. I mean, to be honest, I think that's a very good way to really see, you know, what's the difference between the different PLA. A lot of people ask, you know, what's the difference between your PLA Pro, your PLA Plus, your PolyTerra PLA, your lightweight, blah 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 blah. Then I think I show you, you know, what's the difference, what's the formula difference behind all of them. Yeah, the resin inside the PC can shatter extravagantly. Yeah, definitely. If I do that with PC, especially PolyLite PC, I will definitely wear glasses, goggles. Hi, Andrew. Do you want some free spools? We are trying to break some stuff and trying to predict how they will behave. We just broke some PLA Plus, and that was quite unexpected. Tech Titan, woohoo! That is one very tough filament. Yeah, definitely. It's pretty cool how similar it feels to glass, except it's slightly comparted. Yes, if I get what you mean, then yes, I agree. Interesting timbers, it almost more viscous. CF TPU filaments, good polymer chain, torture test for a PLA, that's impressive. Yeah, definitely. So again, we just broke PolyLite PLA, PolyLite PLA Pro, PolyMax PLA, PolyTerra PLA, PolyTerra PLA Plus. That's 5 different PLA. So let's go a little bit. I know Santiago had a lot of questions about PETG. So I prepared some PETG just for him. So here are PolyLite PETG. Here is PolyMax PETG. So how do you think they will break compared to the different PLA we just did? Let's start with light PETG. How do you think light PETG will behave? You can explain. Try to be as descriptive as possible, and then again, one free spool for the one that will be the most recent comment with the most descriptive breaking behavior description. So, Josiah, PolyLite PETG is stretchy, so I expect it will be ductile and break similar to PolyTerra PLA Plus. Ooh, similar to PolyTerra PLA Plus. That's okay. I would be surprised, but let's see. I mean, PolyTerra PLA Plus took what? I mean, a dozen of bend, couple of twists, and a final pull. So let's see if PETG will require the same amount. That would be cool. That would be cool. Super slow HD. Oh, super slow. I think I remember you. I think you have because of the name. HDT of both PETG type. You mean what's the HDT? The HDT. Well, I think it should be easy because they are both amorphous materials. So the HDT of PolyLite PETG should be around 80 degrees. So there is 2 HDT, right? One for 0.8 megapascal and one for 1.4 or 1.6, but the 0.8 should be around 75, I guess, degrees Celsius, and it should be the same for both. Light PETG, lot of flex from Sir Will 3D. It should be stretchy and won't snap from Josiah. Cole Logan, is that Cole Logan or Coley Logan? I think it will take 5 bend before the snap. Okay, if it's exactly 5, then I will give you a spool. It will bend twice and snap with a crack. Okay, Rog. Josiah, it will be elastic as well and springy. Okay, springy. Santiago, they will neck and take many bend. If the load rate is slow, but if it's fast, it will snap. Okay, I will go slow. I will have the same loading behavior, the same stress behavior as the other one. Let me check. Josiah around 80. Yeah, should be around it. Should be around the TG, the HDG. PolyMax PETG flex to give. PolyLite PETG snap after a couple of bend. Okay, let's do the PolyMax PETG after that. Non-fam, maybe bend a couple of times, but no twist before it broke. Okay, PolyMax PETG similar to PolyLite PETG. PETG won't snap from bending. 4 bend and then tears from twin turbo stang. Twin turbo stang. You will be bending it for edges from Andrew. Okay. Well, I have my Christmas dinner this evening, so I won't stay until it breaks. I will twist it and pull it. I literally just printed PolyLite PETG yesterday and broke apart. Okay, you're cheating. You're cheating. You already know. Bend 3 times. Support never snap after bending. Hey, tech degenerate. What's up? What's up? We are breaking some stuff. We are trying to predict how they will how they will break, and the one that predicted win free spools for Christmas. Okay, let's go for PolyLite PETG. Let's go for the breaking. So same stress sequence as the other one. Ready? So by the way, this is our gold, the gold PETG. It's not like PLA gold. It shouldn't affect the mechanical properties. It's a specific silk PETG. But for PLA, if we have a silk PLA, it may behave a little bit different than a regular PLA, but not for this particular PETG. The formula is the same. Okay, ready? Let's go. Loading. Okay, so it feels similar to PolyLite PLA, but with less. It requires less force. Similar to PolyMax PLA until now. Now it's becoming very hard. Now pretty hard. Now it's becoming very hard. I'm afraid it's gonna shatter. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened. A little bit of white stressing, and below nothing much. Okay, I'm gonna, but there's a lot of, there's a lot of force I can feel. If I release it, then it will just spring back. Okay, now I go back. Okay, if I release, then it look like this. You see, so it's like ding, like this. Okay, now I go back the other way. Okay, I hear some crack. I hear a lot of crack. Now it's very hard to bend. I think it's gonna break. Okay, there you go. Okay, so two bend to break it, and it broke. Oh, it broke exactly the same as PolyLite PLA. Look at that, exactly the same. PolyLite PLA took less than 1 bend, right? But the fracture surface, like how like the fracture thing is exactly the same. You see that? Like exactly the same than PolyLite PLA. Okay, so I thought it would take a little bit more, but I guess I don't know. I thought it would take at least 3. I thought it would take 3, but it broke at the second one. And okay, so I think one of you said it would take exactly 2 bend and then break. Let me try to find that comment. Bend twice and snap with a crack. Perfect. Rog gum shield. Let me see if there is anyone before you that answered a better one. Josia, similar to PLA Plus. HDT. PETG, a lot of flex. Josia should be stretchy and won't snap. Okay, so Rug, I think you were the first one that had the most descriptive one. I mean, exactly 2 bend and then it snapped. I mean, it snapped like PolyLite PLA. So what was that? Rug gum shear. Rug gum shear. Okay, congratulations for your free spool. Again, contact me at nicolas.togotu@polymaker.com or anywhere in the social media. I'm the one that will receive the message. Okay, let me read a little bit. What's your comment when I was breaking that PolyLite PETG? Twin turbo stain. PETG is my nemesis. Struggle with stringing and blobs on the print. Stringing blobs for me is moisture. Most likely moisture issue. I don't know if you look into that already, but try. If I hear PETG and then followed by string blobs, then the next one is dry the spool. It's always like this. If you already dry the spool, then let me know. Then we can try to investigate some other possibility of that stringing and blobs issue. Maybe bend a couple of times, but no twist before it broke. Blah, 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 blah. That was from before. You will bend from edges, bend 3 times. Support never stop. I love Polymaker. Thank you very much, Tech Degenerate. I have PolyLite PETG next to me, filament and printed part. That's cheating. Stretched and then break. Wait, it's not solid. It might just snap. Yeah, Josia, it's a 15 to 20% infill. PETG is so dramatic at fake. Yeah. It will snap soon. Safety glasses. Yeah. I told them already. For next time, I will bring my safety glasses for sure. Right now, I will just do like this. PolyLite PETG is actually quite ductile in my experience. It was more than PLA, definitely. What are the fan settings? Very, very, very good question from Josia. So these prints were printing, not the PLA, the PETG were printing with no fan. Why no fan? Mainly because it will make the layer adhesion much stronger than even if you have a little bit of fan. In reality, for your print, you always need a little bit of like 10-20% just for the overhang. But my recommendation for PETG, if you want the best mechanical properties in terms of layer adhesion, try to use no fan or like the lowest possible to have a high quality print while having good mechanical properties. Dramatic C. Oh, dramatic to see. Yeah. I just said stretch, then break. Yeah. It kind of did that. The first bend, then it break the second one. Congrats to Rogue Gum Shield. Yeah. So I guess we caught up here. The next one is PolyMax PETG. So, looks like we had some printing issue. Or at least looks like it was difficult to remove it from the bed. I can see the first layer. I think there's half of the first layer that is still on the bed. I don't know what happened to this print, but just so that you can, maybe that will affect the breaking behavior. So let's go. Okay, that's the last one. Last spool to give away. How will PolyMax PETG behave? No fan for PolyMax PETG, how it will behave. First one to answer, the best one will get the last Christmas giveaway spool. Okay, let me know in the chat, and while you are writing your prediction, I will go through the rest of the comment. I know I missed a lot of comment at the beginning, a lot of message at the beginning. I'm sorry for that. I don't think I will be able to go back, so please keep your question for next week. And then next week we will go back to I may do like half answering the question and maybe half just breaking some stuff or showing off some other stuff. But yeah, it's very hard to do all of this stuff and not keeping up with the chat. I want to make sure all your questions are answered. And you can go on our Reddit. The community is called Polymaker, r/Polymaker, and then the link is in the description. You can also leave the question or some comments. Once I will be able to share my screen during the live, then I will be able to go through all of these questions one by one. Usually I answer every single message. It's just that today I wanted to take a break so that I can break some stuff and give away some spools. Okay, Josia, I'm guessing PolyMax PETG will be bending around 4 to 5 times and they might snap. Okay, that's our first prediction. Jessica, Nicola, Polymaker send you an email with my details. Thank you for picking my answer for PolyTerra PLA. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for joining the stream and participating to our small Christmas game. Sir Will 3D, tough PETG will be harder to bend, will break before getting tips touching. Tough PETG will be harder to bend. Oh, okay, so it will harder to bend and then it will break before I'm able to touch. Okay. Thank you, Nicholas. We need an orange Polyflex for Prusa fit for the PC rebuild. Oh, okay. I think we have a very good orange Polyflex. The TPU95 comes in a very good orange. And I also heard some feedback that our PETG and PolyLite PLA orange was almost the same as the Prusa one. So I think the Polyflex TPU95 orange is similar to our PolyLite PLA. So it should be similar to the Prusa orange. But yeah, send me your information and then I will send you a spool of Polyflex TPU95 1.35, I guess, for Prusa orange. I love PolyMax. Yeah, I also love the family, PolyMax PLA, PolyMax PETG, PolyMax PC. All of them are great material. PolyMax definition, similar printability as regular material, but much higher toughness, as I just showed you with PolyMax PLA. I don't have the PC. Next time I will try to get PolyLite PC and PolyMax PC to break in front of you. And definitely for those one, I will have safety goggle and I will protect my computer because it can shatter and just some small piece can just fly across the room. Okay, so I guess we should have some answer by now. PolyMax will stretch less 2 or 3 bend to break. Nosna really should pick up spool of PolyMax PETG. The green book, how much is it, please? Jessica, the green book, how much is it, please? Just wondering what name do people have for their 3D printers? So this book, are you talking about this book? So this is from Sean, also known as the 3D Print General on YouTube. And he has this book that that is, it's to help you troubleshoot anything. I mean, this book is to introduce you to 3D printing, to troubleshoot your 3D print, to increase your knowledge about 3D printing. It's all stuff 3D printing related. And why I have it here is because I help I had Sean to write this chapter on the material science. So all the thing we are talking about here, you can see, you see material science. So all of this chapter, I wrote this chapter and then I sent it to Sean, and then I'm very happy that he accepted to put this in his book. I go through, what's a polymer, how do we create a polymer, what's the difference between amorphous, semi-crystalline, what's the difference between printing speed and extrusion speed, what's the difference between printing temperature and extrusion temperature, what's warping, like what's warping in the scientific way, right? I go really into details. What's oozing, what's the difference between oozing and stringing, overhang, blah, 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 blah. All the mechanical tests, all the stuff we are breaking, I'm explaining what's toughness. what's Young's modulus, what's rigidity, what's impact strength, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. He has his new version. I haven't received the book yet. I will try to buy the new version. It's a blue one. So it's 2022 edition. How much is it? I don't remember, but I think you can download the Kindle version for free. That was for like 7 days or something like this. I don't know if it's still free, but check on Amazon. Check on Amazon. That should be one of the first one if you type 3D printing book. And I don't remember how much is the hard copy. But definitely the next version I think has image, the color, colored image, a lot of great stuff. I mean, I hope I didn't have time to write a better chapter for the 2022 edition, but for the 2023, I promise him that that I will rewrite everything, and then I will have much more material science knowledge into the book. So definitely recommend this one. Next time I will try to put the new version here. And it's also for me, if you have very technical question, then I can try to go here and check if there is the answer. Because I'm very good at, I'm okay with 3D printing material, but when it comes to 3D printer, like the hardware, the software, the firmware, I'm nothing. So this book is here to help me. Okay, so I guess it's time to break some stuff. PolyMax PETG, last one to break. So I haven't checked all the answer, but I will go back to the answer to see if there is anyone that would predict that one. PolyMax polyamide. Yeah, as I explained last time, there is some difficulties, or not difficulties, but there is some limitation to our nano reinforcement technology. Okay, let's go. PolyMax PETG. PolyMax PETG. Time to break it. So let's go slow. Okay, so I can feel it's very flexible. Like with no force, I go from here to here with no force. Okay, now I arrive to the point where I'm putting some force. Okay, so very similar to PolyTerra PLA Plus to this point. Yeah, I mean, I don't put any force. Yeah, I mean, I can arrive here. I don't put any force, but I can feel a lot of, if I go back, yeah. So one thing is here, PolyLite PETG, when I arrived to that point and I went back, it arrived around here. But with PolyMax PETG, I go all the way, but it comes back much further, around here. So the plastic deformation is less with the PolyMax PETG. Okay, let's go the other way. Okay, I can feel already some force here. Oh, very similar to PolyMax PLA at this point. Yeah, and there I just touch. Nothing happened. Now I go back. Yeah, to be honest, it's the same as PolyMax PLA. I go back. Oh, I heard one crack. Okay, there I touch again, then I go back. Yeah, I can feel I can do this forever. Yeah, the same as PolyMax PLA. I mean, it's not even breaking. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, you can see. It's like budging out the first layers. Then I go back. Yeah, so okay, so now I start the twist, which I think PolyMax PLA, I think it broke after 1 or 2 twists. Now I twist one side. Yeah, too hard. I cannot go more than that. Okay, second twist. Oh, interesting. So it shattered, but it didn't break at that point. It shattered, like it had a very sharp failure point, but on the like not at all where I was bending it. on the other side, at that side, not this side. So I guess now I'll just continue breaking. Okay, so conclusion is the first 90% was very similar as PolyMax PLA, almost the same, and the last 10% was the same as PolyTerra PLA Plus. It just broke in a very funny way. I don't think that's. I think that's because I twisted it, so I created some tensor strands on the layer side. But I'm not too sure because it didn't break exactly along the layer. It just, I don't know, it just shattered in a very interesting way. So okay, so I couldn't break it by bending it, but it took 2 twists in order to break it. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to see who predicted that failure. My break after the first burn. Yeah, I'm completely lost in the chat, but let me try to find at least one answer. Josiah, I'm guessing PolyMax PETG will be bending around 4 to 5 times, then might snap. I think I could have bended even more than that. Tough PETG will be harder to bend and will break before keeping touching. Not actually it did very well. It did very well in that perspective. Rug, okay, this one we read, the Polyflex. PolyMax PETG has a slightly higher modulus, therefore it will be slightly stiffer, will bend more times due to the higher toughness, and will still probably snap due to the infill percentage. It didn't snap. It bended a lot of time, but didn't snap. My husband is also a big fan of Polymaker. Oh, great, Maziri. So are you? Because I've seen a lot of comments on Twitter that is like, you know, I need to convince my wife to buy a 3D printer. I need to convince my wife to buy 3D printing filament. Blah 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 blah. So are you okay with your husband getting into 3D printing? Does he still have time? Just kidding. But thank you for loving Polymaker, for loving our product. We put a lot of love in our product. PolyMax will take multiple bend, then twist before delamination, but not break. Oh, call Logan. I think 90% of your description was correct. Take multiple bend, not break, and then twist, and then before delamination, and then it delaminated. So I guess we have it. I guess we have our winner here. I mean, pretty impressive, right? Because we did bend it multiple times, we did twist it, and then it delaminated. I mean, it broke in that interesting way. And then there is some small delamination on the side, but it broke along the layer in a way that it broke in the XY axis like this. So I hope I didn't miss any other one. I'm sorry, I got a little bit lost in the chat. So Rug Gun. Oh, was it Rug? No, Cole. Yeah, Coley Logan. So Coley Logan, you just won the last free Christmas spool. Congratulations to you. So just a quick summary. We have Santiago Timbers, Jessica, Brian Bartlow, Rug, and Coley. That's a six spools for you. Merry Christmas. I won't be able to come to your home and put it under the tree, but I can ship it to you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I will go to the last comment, and then I will just go back and see if I can answer any question. Tech Degenerate. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry if you haven't found the. We can break some more stuff in some near weekly stream. Polymaker, thank you for answering my question about 3D printing failure. What what was the Star Wars ship printed out of? Just wondering. Oh, is that what that one? Yeah, I guess should be pretty straightforward, right? What do you think it is now that you have it? That was. Are you asking what material or what's the name of the ship? What was the Star Wars ship printed? Yeah, yeah. Anyone want to answer? Yeah, I mean it's the if I pronounce it well, millennium, right? Sorry for my English pronunciation. So that was used the Galaxy Black. So all of this stuff, you know, the solar system, that's our Galaxy Dark Red. Pretty cool, huh? And that's the Galaxy Black. Of course, we are going to print some solar system, Star Wars, battleship with our Galaxy series, and then we have another Galaxy color, but I don't think I have some. Do I have any example here? No, I don't have. Okay, PETG is always weird. Yeah, Santiago, like you said last time, maybe I should have a little bit more again and again and see if there is some kind of pattern. I would think within the same batch, within the same brand and the same product, it should behave similar. But a PETG from one brand and a PETG from another brand may be completely differently. Josie, I like PolyMax PLA. Yeah. It's very impressive that PolyMax PLA and PolyMax PETG behave very, very similarly. PolyMax PC would probably snap, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we'll do PolyMax PC and PolyLite PC in our next stream. Okay. Sorry, I won't be able to go back in the chat. So let's say Philenium Malcolm. Is that the name? Philenium? I thought that was the millennium. Yeah. Anyway, that's the ship. So we have 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, filament. Okay, got it. So guys, we have maybe 5 to 10 minutes. What do you guys wanna talk about? I have many stuff. I have lightweight. Are you interested in lightweight? Are you interested in seeing if this is gonna fly? Well, actually, I won't be able to show you. But hey, what do you guys think? We have some ideas of a new product. Like we want to include in the lightweight PLA, we want to include the one accessory, which is a handle with an elastic band in each of the products. So when you would open the product, you would have the light PLA, and then on the side you would have a small handle with an elastic band, and then maybe a QR code, and then with the STL to print this, and then you can play around. Do you think that's a good idea? And also we were thinking for the glow in the dark PLA, we were thinking to have inside, you know, there is some small UV lamp, like the small UV lamp, and then if you put the UV lamp, then you can see like how it glows, and then you can just charge your print. So do you think that's good ideas, you know, to add this small stuff? Because on one side it could be a good idea because, you know, that's something to play with, and then you don't have to you know, you already have a project to play with the filament. On the other side, I don't know, because every time you're going to buy the spool, then you're going to receive that extra trinket. So I'm wondering what you guys think about this idea of adding extra stuff in our spools in order to have some beginning of a project, whether it's a UV lamp, whether it's like a handle with an elastic band, or I don't know if you have some other ideas, but just sharing some brainstorming we have to improve our products. Is silk ASA possible? I would say, on top of my head, I would say no, the main reason is because of the matte appearance, the intrinsic way of how ASA surface finish is, which is a very matte finish. So in order to counter that with a silky finish, we would have to, I think, heavily change the formula in order to have that silk effect. And then I don't know if it would behave as well when it comes to weather resistance. So on top of my head, I would say no. I don't think it is possible. Congrats to the other winner of the filament. Thank you, Jessica. I think we have 6 winners. PP filaments. Josia, if we have PP filament, no, we do not have. Is it in the pipeline? It is not for soon, but we are developing a very, very specific filament for that one. I think you asked that question last time, if I remember well. I want to talk about polymer-free volume, but maybe the guys will be bored to death. Polymer-free volume? What's that? I want to talk about polymer-free volume. Free volume. Sorry, it doesn't ring me a bell. Is that I think, Santiago, you're too smart for me. Every time you ask a question, I'm like, I don't even know what's the topic. I might need to look it up. What's polymer-free volume? Where do you buy a Galaxy filament? You can get it on Amazon, and from 1st of January, you will be able to get it from our new website. So you just go on Amazon, you type Galaxy PLA. I think that should be one of the first one, or Polymaker Galaxy PLA to be sure. Yeah, you can go on Amazon. You will have this. Where do you buy Polymaker Galaxy? Yeah, I guess that's the same question. CF PP filament. We are not working in that direction. We are working on a slightly different direction. What are people's favorite colors filament? I guess that's a question for you guys. What's your favorite filament? What's your favorite color filament? Is that this one? Is that teal? What's this spring? Is that this? Oh, I think I have a Nerf gun in my hand. Because actually when I come in the morning, then they prepare the setup, and then they prepare some nice prints. And I have some, I don't know how to, what's that? But it looks like a Nerf gun, I think. But somehow, I don't know how to install it. I might need to ask the guy. But it looks like this should be inside, or like this. Yeah, I don't know. I have some hooks, interesting hooks. I have a bell, but it doesn't work very well, right? But it's functional. I have this. It's pretty nice. A candle holder, and then I have a lot of snowflakes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rigid as well. Do you want to break it and see how it behaves? No, I don't think they will like we break that stuff. That's marble white, PolyTerra marble white, and that's marble slate gray. Oh, actually, I've seen a lot of people, mentioning that we haven't named this color very well. So let me ask you. We have this marble slate gray. We call it slate gray, but a lot of people say it's not the right name. It should be blue, or I think people mention it should be blue. But I think slate gray by definition is a bluish gray or a greenish gray. But I think slate gray by definition is a bluish gray. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. There is the Pantone code. I don't know. I mean, depending on the light, then you guys are going to see different colors, right? But I don't know. I don't know if you have this in your stock of filament, but let me know what you think. I think slate gray is pretty okay, especially if you know our polysmooth. The polysmooth slate gray is basically almost the same color I don't know if it's like the way we took the picture that, you know, people started talking about the color. It looked like a little bit like, you know, the dress color, you know, gold and black or blue and gold or whatever the dress color is. They look like the same debate around the color of that filament. Innovation is always what people are. Innovation is always great. Definitely do it. Do it. Oh, okay. For the small trinkets. Yeah. I mean, we will try. We like to try some stuff. We like to innovate. So we will try to come up with some more innovative product, whether it's on the filament side, the material side, whether it's from the packaging side. I mean, you've seen our carbon spool move. You've seen the scale. I do believe we were one of the first company that released the scale here. I mean, you know, I still have my Excel of, I think six years ago, where I have an Excel where I can calculate how to put the scale on the spool, because you know it's not a linear scale here, right? And yeah, I built like some kind of Excel formula in order to give me what's going to be the weight depending on how far you are from the core. So yeah, and then we had the tree planted. That was one of the idea we had. Putting the spool weight so that you can know how much filament you have left. What else? The fan setting. Before we only had the printing speed and printing temperature, and then we added the bed temperature and the fan. For some other, we added what else? The QR code. We didn't want to have the product info sheet anymore, because every time people buy the product, then they would have that extra booklet. So that's a lot of waste. So now we have a QR code. What else? Yeah, we have our portfolio at the back now. We have the batch number, the SKU number, so that for customer service is much easier. You just have everything is in one place. We always ask for SKU and batch number, so everything is here. And then we leave it in white, because it's much easier to say, you know, just check the white sticker on the spool, take a picture of the white sticker on the spool or something. So a lot of innovation went into that our product. And the packaging is the same, but I will leave that to you. There is one hidden message inside, but I leave that to you. If anyone can find it, you can share it on social media. Glue stick is always welcome. Yeah, we had this idea also of like a small Magiku PC in our PC range. So yeah, definitely a good idea. Silk 100C HDT PETG. Okay. Yeah, when you come to heat resistance, the main polymer is more important. Let's see if PETG can be modified to reach that 100 degree. Okay, I like the Polymaker website. Oh, you are going to love the new one much more. PS6CF, it's my favorite color. So black, is that black? White PolyMax PC. Yeah, PolyMax PC is my favorite. Definitely. I mean, it prints so well. Looks like Glock barrel and slide. Yeah, I don't know. I will ask them. What's this. But I'm pretty sure this goes inside somehow. But maybe because this should be here. Oh, okay. But I guess it should be here, but I guess the other way around. Yeah, I'm not an expert in that area. I need to check. What's the next one? Metal spool. Okay, I've seen a lot of metal spool. Not really. We're not investigating too much. We used to until we went to the carbon spool. So even our big spool is going to come in carbon spool. We do have the 10 kg and the 15 kg and the 20 kg that comes in wood. Some in wood, some in metal spool. But for this one, the regular standard product,
We don't have any plan to have metal spool. Dark blue tree looks nice. You mean that one? Yeah, I think it was. It's used. I think it's using army blue. That's why it's very dark. I guess it's using PolyTerra PLA army glue. Army blue. Sorry. Or maybe the PolyLite PLA Pro because it's shiny. Yeah, it's not PolyTerra PLA because it's shiny. So I guess one of the PLA, maybe just PolyLite PLA blue. Yeah, maybe just PolyLite PLA blue. I guess the best way to know is to break it, right? But yeah, I won't do that. But that's interesting. If you want to know, sometimes if you want to know what material it is, then you have to break it. Break it or burn it or something like this. Will there be a lower temp alkane blend? Not really, not in the pipeline at the moment. We are not investigating this material. Will be getting any metal infused filament? No, not in the pipeline either. I like most colors of filament, but my favorite is pink and hot pink. Actually, like I told you, our PLA Pro is going to come in pink color, pink. And Polysmooth also have a very nice pink. And PolyTerra has Sakura pink and Candy, which is also a very nice pastel pink. So we have a lot of pink, I think not, as he answered that in the previous stream. Yeah, correct, Josiah. We won't go into metal infused filament. Maybe light slate gray. Okay, at least we are also in the slate gray team. Make a 3D printer. Yeah, like we discussed last time. Yeah, we want to be focused on filament. If we get into hardware, firmware, that would drive our focus away from filament, and we want to be the best at filament. So let us be the best at filament first, and then we can investigate other areas of additive manufacturing. Yes, from the bottom. Yeah, sorry, it's very hard to catch up on small chat message that are from something I said somewhere before. Yeah, you're right. Is what they are talking about, I think. The name of my printer are, one is Alice and my other one is called Red Cream. Interesting. You're naming your printers? That's cool. Metal Spool. Hi, Santa. Are you developing an alternative to Magic Glue for nylon bed? Not really. Alternative to Magic Glue, are we going to start developing adhesive material? If that's the question, then no, we will keep focus on polymers, extrusion-based material. And I think Magic Glue is already doing a very good job at developing adhesive material. My favorite one, my personal favorite from Magic Glue is the Magic Glue PC. That's my personal favorite. I know a lot of people like the Magic Glue PA as well. But our PolyMax family is developed with the warp-free technology. So usually regular glue will work very well. But the Magic Glue PC is really magical. That's really my favorite by far is Magic Glue PC. Transparent red, blue, green, yellow, purple, orange PETG. Yes, that one is in the pipeline. PolyLite ASA Pro. Yeah, like we discussed last time, in order to make an ASA Pro, we would need to find a way to make ASA more rigid than it is now. So we already have ASA glass fiber. That's how we printed all the bridges in Shanghai. So yeah, like we discussed last time, I think PolyLite ASA Pro is a very good idea. We just need to think how to do it now. But yeah, very, very good idea. Glue stick and a 40° C bed works with Polymide. Yeah, I use 3D lac and 0. Okay, yeah, sharing your setting for others is a very good idea. Thank you for sharing. Stay true to the filament. Yes, rock gum shield. That's what we're gonna do. We want to be the best at something first. and then we can start, because being the best at something is already a very big challenge. Staying the best is another big challenge. So I think we have a lot to do already just in the filament industry. So later we can try to see if we can expand to other industries. What about HIPS filament with good layer adhesion? Yeah, again, not in the pipeline at the moment. Test specimen has finished out of PolyLite PETG. Yeah, you can break it and see if it behaves the same. Okay, guys, I think I caught up on all the chat, or at least I caught up on the part of the chat where after we finished breaking all the stuff, definitely join us in this weekly live stream. If you are a printing nerd, not the printing nerd, not the 3D printing nerd, but a 3D printing nerd, then join us every Thursday evening. We're talking about 3D printing material in general. We're talking about a lot of nice topic. I do have it's the 24th here, so I will go back home and prepare the nice dinner for this evening. I wanted to go back to sleep very early yesterday, but I was stuck on a jigsaw puzzle. I don't know if you print some jigsaw puzzle as well, but it's that kind of small puzzle when you need to do a square. You need to fit like maybe a dozen of pieces in one square. It looks very simple, but somehow you always arrive like 99% of the solution, and then you have that extra piece that doesn't fit in that hole. Then you have to do everything again. So I think I went to bed like around 3 a.m. yesterday just because I couldn't get that piece to fit. And but I still have my Christmas Eve this evening. So it was great, like getting up to speed for today with that morning stream. Morning for me, evening for you guys. I think we had a lot of fun breaking some stuff. Congratulations again for the 6 winners. Please reach out to me, nicolas.togotu at polymaker.com. Let me write this again because it may be lost in the chat. nicolas.togotu.com, polymaker.com. There you go. So Merry Christmas to you all. Oh, I'm losing my voice already. And then I will see you next week in the Thursday stream, and that will be the last stream of 2021, and then the next one will be next year. Thank you again for joining. Bye.